So, this one really caught everyone off guard. At a private dinner in San Francisco, with just a handful of reporters in the room, Sam Altman dropped a bombshell. He said, in 3 years, the CEO of OpenAI might not be a human being at all. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't offhand. It was a blunt statement that left everyone stunned, and it sums up the scale of what OpenAI is now building. The shock wave. In this film, we'll explore why Altman's remark isn't as far-fetched as it sounds. We'll unpack the messy rollout of GPT-5, the trillion-dollar data center plans, the new AI hardware designed with Jony Ive, and even the race to create brain-computer interfaces that let humans talk to ChatGPT with nothing more than thought. We'll dive into Altman's warnings about an AI bubble, his feud with Elon Musk, why he says he doesn't use Google anymore, and his surprising views on the future of jobs for Gen Z. And through it all, one idea comes into focus. OpenAI no longer sees AI as just a tool, but as a participant, maybe even a leader. The GPT-5 backlash. When GPT-5 launched, expectations were sky-high. Instead, the reaction was mixed. Altman admitted himself, GPT-5 came out colder, less emotionally expressive. Many users said it felt robotic, sometimes even worse than GPT-4. Complaints piled in. Developers said it was stiff. Writers called it uninspired. People wondered if OpenAI had taken a step backward. The criticism forced OpenAI to rethink. Personalities became customizable. You could set ChatGPT to sound warm and conversational, or stripped down and blunt. The message was clear. OpenAI wouldn't impose one default. Instead, they'd give control back to the user. Traffic doubled within 2 days. GPUs ran out. ChatGPT hit record daily users. But the backlash was so intense, OpenAI had to restore GPT-4 under legacy mode for paying customers. GPT-5 got new operating modes, fast for quick replies, thinking for deeper analysis, and auto for switching. But one day, the auto mode broke, and users panicked, believing the model had gone brain dead. It was a reminder, at this scale, expectations are fragile. The enterprise gold rush. Startups like Cursor and Versal switched immediately. JetBrains rebuilt its AI assistant around GPT-5. Box CEO Aaron Levy called it a breakthrough, saying it could process dense, logic-heavy documents better than anything before. Benchmarks proved it. GPT-5 beat Google's Gemini 2.5, Anthropic's Claude, and Grok 4 in finding security flaws and cleaning up code. But the real kicker? Cost. GPT-5 was 7.5 times cheaper than Claude Opus. For companies running millions of queries, that kind of savings is impossible to ignore. This wasn't an accident. OpenAI slashed prices deliberately, choosing to flood the market, burn through $8 billion this year, and dominate. The gamble? That customer loyalty will stabilize long before the next model drops. The trillion-dollar vision. At that same dinner, Altman unveiled numbers that sound almost impossible. $3 trillion to build new data centers, $4 trillion in service revenue. His point was simple. If OpenAI doesn't scale compute like this, they'll keep disappointing customers. Inference services, running the models, are already profitable. But training them? That's where the losses are crushing. Strip those costs away, and OpenAI would already be one of the most profitable companies in the world. The problem is how to fund it. Altman hinted at rewriting the financial playbook, creating brand new funding instruments because traditional venture capital can't handle this scale. He framed AI as the next infrastructure industry, like energy or telecom, and trillion-dollar build-outs are how you prove it. Hardware and the human mind. Hardware is another pillar. Altman confirmed he's working with Jony Ive, the legendary designer behind the iPhone, on a new line of AI devices. He described them as worth waiting for, even joking that if anyone dares put a case on them, he'll personally show up. But hardware is just the start. OpenAI is stepping into brain-computer interfaces, technology that could allow you to communicate with ChatGPT directly through thought. Until now, that field was dominated by Elon Musk's Neuralink. But OpenAI is moving in, another flashpoint in the Altman-Musk rivalry. Altman vs. Musk. The feud is personal. Altman and Musk co-founded OpenAI in 2015. Musk left in 2018 after failing to fold the organization into Tesla. Since then, the relationship has collapsed into insults, lawsuits, and rival companies. Musk calls ChatGPT woke and insufferable. Altman calls Musk insecure. Musk sues to block OpenAI's for-profit structure. Altman invests in direct competitors to Neuralink. This rivalry isn't just about technology, it's about control of the AI future itself. The bubble and the future. Altman warns of an AI bubble, saying investors are overexcited, just like the dot-com boom. But at the same time, he insists AI is the most transformative technology in decades. He even admitted he doesn't use Google anymore, because ChatGPT has replaced it. And when speaking to Gen Z graduates, he called this the most exciting time in history to start a career. He said a 25-year-old in Mumbai today has more power than any previous generation. But the reality is brutal. AI is wiping out entry-level jobs at alarming speed. Millions risk being left behind. Anthropic's Dario Amodei warned AI could replace half of white-collar entry-level jobs within 5 years. Unemployment could hit 20%. Optimism and risk collide. Hope and fear move in parallel. And through it all, OpenAI is racing ahead. Sam Altman's statement about the next CEO being AI wasn't a joke. It wasn't a throwaway line. It was the logical extension of everything OpenAI is building: models, infrastructure, hardware, even interfaces to the human brain. OpenAI isn't just releasing tools anymore. They're building an ecosystem. And in that ecosystem, AI isn't just a product. It's a participant, maybe even a leader.